Alright, welcome back. Here we go. This is game number 2 of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre board game. And hopefully we can do it without the caveats of all the technical issues we had in the first one. It's still up on YouTube. This channel is raw. It's unedited. We don't do cuts. We don't do fancy logos or voiceovers or online on-screen graphics. This is just push the button and let's see what happens. All right, we are playing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre board game. This is the second one. I'm sorry that it really did not work with the first time around, because that was a pretty good game. But hey, what can you do? It's technology, right? As we return to the outside the small town of Newt, Texas. As I said before, it's really Austin, but don't tell nobody. As we join up with the Sawyer family as they try to defend their property against some trespassers looking to get some gas, because they're too stupid to fill up at the last gas station. Then they go to the one right outside of town, and it's the last chance gas station, and they don't get nothing but barbecue, which is probably an old neighbor or something. But be that as it may, it happens. This video is not for kids. The game is not for kids. If anybody's familiar with the '74 classic horror movie, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you know it's not for kids. You don't have to be a brainiac to figure that one out, but some people are far from that nowadays. Now, with that being said, we're going to roll our D100 and see where Leatherface starts this one off. And as I said in the first one, we have it all laid out. Things labeled. Don't know how well that's going to pick up on camera, but that's okay. Here we go. I'll put our little barbecue tray, because we don't have that tray just yet. Here we go. Where the ball stops, nobody knows. Looks to me like it's a 26 right there. So 26, let's see where that will put Mr. Jedediah Sawyer. Number 26, space number 26. As he wears someone's face. Number 26. Whammo. So he's going to see anybody that once they come through the brambles, but like I said before, his first target to move is going to the killing room. He has no idea anybody's even out here yet, which they're not. We gotta decide that now. Get into our tube of dice. And we will see just how many trespassers we have on the property this evening. 4. This is going to be an interesting one. Put this somewhere. All right. We got fur. Now we got to figure out which ones are going to be out there. And heaven help us if we get objectives. Before we do that, to get them out of the way, we're going to place our prerequisite tokens into the skin bag. And now, let's see who ends up in the barbecue tray. That's a 7 for all you cannot count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get whiny ass again. Whiny ass Franklin can't find his knife. You know, come on, man. There's Franklin. Special move is when he draws a search card. He looks at the top 2 cards, chooses one to draw to keep, and leaves the other one on top. About all he's good for, because he can't search the house. He can't get in the window. So there's Franklin. We're going to put him up here. Since he is first, because he's a whiny ass, he has to be first. Here goes the next one. Number 2. Oh, gee Louise. Here we go. The tag team revisited. Here comes Pam. Her special move is when she reveals a token while moving, she may look at it and swap it with face down token on the board without looking at it. New token goes in the bag. So you can use that once a turn. Which one of the other 5 poor bastards are going to be in this thing? Let's go. Let's see what we got here. We got a 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. The original trespasser. Broken entering. And then took a sledgehammer to the head for his troubles, Kirk. I don't feel sorry for these kids. They were stupid. And stupid is as stupid does, and dumbasses get killed. There goes Kirk. His special move is when Kirk does a push against a Slaughter family member, a Sawyer. They move 2 spaces. Maybe he can leave him his guitar and a couple of bucks, and they'll leave him alone. Last but not least, number 4 draws a 2. Oh boy. Here goes Jerry, Mr. That 70s Show, epitome of the 70s. Bad clothes, bad hair, and dumbassery all together. Jerry. His special move is his clothes carry their own bugs. No. His special move is when he draws a Slaughter family token, he may return it back to the bag and draw again. He can only do that once. So if he draws a family member token back-to-back turns, guess what? He has to take it. Now's the fun part. As we move Big Ed, the sheriff, which didn't show up until the remake with James Ermey or Lee Ermey, and then 3D, which was a direct sequel to the original. We get a flip to see if objectives are used. This, we do not use objectives. This one, we do use objectives. Just flip it. No objectives tonight. All right, fantastic. Makes things a lot easier on me to try to keep this stuff straight. Now, since we have 4 people, it's going to be a little bit difficult to keep track of this sometimes. But we'll do the best we can because it is hard to be humble. Put that right back there. Here we go. We're going to put this little marker right there. Mr. Franklin, already do be. Now, one thing I've never understood, all the playthroughs I've seen, everybody takes their full 2 moves at first, and they have to, which it means they have to draw a couple of action to get past the brambles. Well, guess what, folks? That ain't going to do the trick very often. You only have 2 actions, you have 3 Leatherface tokens, and you have 4 bones. And if Leather, Leather is his own person. You know, he's slow, but he's just his own person. But okay, well, here we go. Here goes Franklin, his first time doing this. Draw. It's a rock. No. Bones. Oh yeah, he's got to move. He's going to move way down here. He's only going to move the one because he's a little bit smarter than getting stuck in the brambles right off the bat. He's going to wait for everybody else, and then he's going to go. And bones. And that's as far as he's going to go this time around. Here comes Pam. She decides she's going to go right up the middle. She's going to go with Franklin. Well, no, she's going to go right up the middle. They're probably going to team up. It'll probably be Kirk and Pam, and then Jerry and Franklin, at least initially. So here goes Pam's draw. She has to draw at least one, or Leatherface gets to move on his own. Which probably not a bad idea to get his ass in the house, but bones. Okay. So she's safe. Here comes Kirk. He's going to follow Pam. Remember, this is line of the rule book doesn't say it's line of sight. To me, it makes sense to be line of sight. And Leather does not see anybody out here yet. He has no idea they're out there. So he's just meandering around, and here comes Kirk. Kirk's draw is a Leatherface, which is okay. Which is okay. Leather doesn't see anybody yet. And Jed's going to just chill. And here comes Jerry. He's going to accompany Franklin, try to push him through the brush. Because Franklin, you know, he's kind of a bitch. Don't mean to make fun of the handicap, but could you imagine Franklin being in Zombieland with Tallahassee? That would be some funny shit. And Leatherface. Okay. They don't know about him. He don't know about them. And the game is really about to get good now. Because here comes Franklin. He's going to try to go right through the brambles. We flip this. And we flip this. He's already got the keys. They took the keys. They took the keys as we put that in the little barbecue tray there. They took the keys. They took the keys. Well, you done found the keys, you fat ass whiny bastard. Don't you lose the bastards like you did your knife, you stupid son of a bitch. All right, here we go. He draws Leather. Now, here's the thing. Because it is line of sight, we assume when Leatherface is going to the killing room. I already put them in the bag, didn't I? Oh boy. No, I didn't. He's right there. And I just put Leather back in the damn thing there. But there, okay. We flipped one over there. We drew one. Leather is going in the front door. So he's got his back to these kids. So from right now, he don't know they're there. But Franklin must draw an action to get out of the brambles to avoid taking any damage right off the get-go. Here we go once again. He's having so much fun. If he had any more, I don't think he could stand it. Action, lucky bastard. Okay, so keep him over here. He's on the far side of the yard. Leatherface don't see him. We don't hear him. And Franklin really not going to say much. There's another action there. And we're going to call that one done. Franklin's yelling at leather. Leather's a little hard hearing because of the chainsaw stuff. So here comes Miss Pam. She's going to go right up the chute here. I don't know why. Pictures and family token. That's okay. Because the family token, she can, let's see, when Pam reveals a token while moving, she may look at it and swap it with a face down token on the board without looking at it. Okay, so here's the smart thing. The most dangerous place in the world to search in this thing is the house. No shit. So we're going to switch it out with the most dangerous room in the house. We'll put that there because we don't want it anyway. This, without being looked at, goes in the bag. And now we draw. Now we draw. Here we go, Pam. What you gonna do? Because if she moves, she will not move towards him because she think he's creepy looking. He's carrying a fucking chainsaw. They're not gonna go near him. Would you go near a weirdo carrying a chainsaw on the fucking property you don't know who it is? I wouldn't. I'd be turning around, walking right back out, walking down the goddamn street, go to the next house. That's just me. There's Leather. He doesn't know she's there. So he's at the door. Go again. He can draw up. He can draw 2 without any real repercussions. See, she's still in the bramble, so he doesn't see her. He might see Franklin, but action. She sees Franklin and she wants to go talk to him about the weirdo with the damn chainsaw. She draws an action. Okay, so we're doing okay right now. Marker goes to Kirk. Mr. Breaking and Entering himself. He is going to go there for his 2. And he, he's going to try to yell at Leather as he's going through the door, but Leather ain't paying no attention to him either. Action. He gets with it another one here. Really, you almost want one more Leatherface. Get his ass in the house. Because he can't see through that door. It's a solid door. And he's going towards the killing room. Action. Okay. He's within a space. Drawing no action. Guess what, folks? Leatherface sees Kirk. Genius. You got 2 close. Too damn close. Looking up something here in the old rule there. Okay. Cool. Okay. Here comes Jerry. Right there. He's going to follow Franklin. Now, if Leatherface is drawn, since Kirk's so close, he's going after Kirk. No 2 ways about it now. And here's a kicker. We got all 4 out there, so they need 3 cans of gas. 1 ain't gonna cut it tonight. Here comes Jerry's first draw. It's an action. Here comes his second draw. Now you don't want Leatherface. Action. I think we're good there. He's going to jump over Franklin. And he's got the first can of gas. Now, remember, if you do draw a Leatherface at this point in time because of the house rules, you have to keep going because he knows you're on the property and he is, quote unquote, enraged that there are trespassers on the property. So, we got a key. Franklin has one set of keys. Jerry has a gas can. Franklin's turn next. He's going to probably go to the graveyard and flip that as bones. Now, if he gets an action, he can search. And that will be well worth it. Maybe. Action. He can search. Okay. Now, when Franklin draws a search card, he can look at the top 2 cards, choose one to draw, and leave the other one on top. So, not dealing from the bottom of the deck, y'all. Don't know who's ever going to see this video or any of these videos, but I'm going to talk to you just like you here with me right now, which I know they're not. I mean, right now I'm in an empty place. Ain't no big deal. Okay. The truck moves because he searched. That opens up that spot. When curious, when drawing a search card, look at the top 2, choose one to draw, and leave the other one on top. Okay, he's already got that ability. Don't need that one. And I should do it like this here, huh? In desperation, discard this card during a push action to move the character up to 3 spaces. We will keep that one. This one can go up on top. This can go away. His turn is done. Now for Pam. She sees Leather and Kirk right in front of her. We're going to go, wow. Well, I guess he's going to go over here and try to avoid that house altogether. That's bones. All right. Actually, she's going to use that and switch that one out with the one in the dining room. And the one in the dining room will go in the bag. Pam's first draw. Bones. As she needs action to get out of the brambles and not take a blood splatter to get going here. All right, here we go. Leather. Dun, 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 dun. Now he gets Kirk. Kirk can flee 1. He now has a blood splatter. And action. She gets out of the brambles. She gets to flip that. It's an action. Beautifully done. Kirk takes a hit. He fled 1. Now, he's going to use the push action. When Kirk does a push action against a Slaughter Sawyer family member, they move 2 spaces. Oh yeah, now, moves him 2 spaces. So Leather goes through this door, which, because he was pushed, he will go through that door and break it. In the hall, staggers over the ramp, goes through that door, breaks it, and ends up in the metal door room. Why they call it the metal door room, I don't know. But now Kirk has his other action and he can move here. Now he has to draw. His first token, action. Very nice, very nice. And since Leatherface already knows they're around on the property, there's no point in avoiding being seen. That is an action. Doesn't hurt to go in there because you can draw as many actions as you want, as you please. Next, for Mr. Kirk, Mr. B&E, Mr. Criminal de la Special. And no, I'm not Spanish, can you tell? But be careful drawing that Leatherface out, though. Sawyer family portrait. There you go. There's Grandpa. One more Grandpa comes to the dining room, but don't matter because it's just a pile of bones. Don't need to ever go in there anyway. Unless Drayton puts us in there. That would be the cook. Action. And he's going to call it right there. It's going around the side of the house. Sawyer's. Everything goes back in there. In the bag. And now it's time for Jerry, Mr. Funky. Probably is funky. Now, since Franklin searched there, there's no point for Jerry to go. So he's going to go 1, 2, 2 actions. All right. Let's see what Jerry swaps. Okay. There's no chance of that happening on this turn. Not that Grandpa's that big of a threat anyway. Let's push his old ass out the window. Bones. I'd like to get 2 actions to go check out that generator. But there's leather. Coming back out. You gotta keep drawing now. You drew 1 leather, you gotta keep going. Action. Do you want to take a chance on drawing another leather? I don't think so. Keep that sumbitch in that house as long as possible. Now it's time for Franklin. He go on the outside, go around the graveyard. An eyeball and a Leatherface. Okay, so Franklin, if he can get to the generator, draw 2. He can draw 2 actions, he'd be good. Oh, Franklin, my boy. You dumb bastard. You're gonna dumb yourself out of this, man. You're gonna dumb yourself out of it, like any lad would say. Action. Now he will be on the same spot with Jerry. If he can draw another action, he can search it. Bones. We're going to call it there. We don't want to really chance it too much. And now it's time for Pam. I didn't flip that. There's bones anyway. Okay. Now it's time for Miss Pam. She's going to wipe out this one and that one. Leatherface and Fam. All right. 3 actions and she can search the diner. Leatherface. He's coming after you, Kirk. He's going to get you. You're going to end up on the hook for something. I don't know what, but it's for something. Bones. All right. We're going to stop right there. That's good enough. Don't need another one. Kirk is going to use one action to move Jed, push Jed back, and then he's going to move one. And now, Jed probably turned to the side when he was going down, and he sees those two. So, probably freaking out. Gas! One more gas can, and we can all start going home. No one's drawn 3 leathers yet in a turn. Kirk has done a special move. Bones. Leather's not near anybody of consequence right now, and we want to keep going. Bones, one more bones, and that's the turn there, Kirk. But you don't want Leather though either, because now he'll be going after Jerry, because he's closer to Jerry than he is to Kirk. Said you didn't want him. Now you got to keep going. You drew him. You got to keep going. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. One more and there's big trouble on Little China. Little Newt. Really awesome. What is it? It's an action! Kirk makes it to the abandoned cars. Flips it. It's Bones, and we are done with the turn. Productive, I would say. Now here's Jerry. He getting the hell out of Dodge. 1, 2. He ain't gonna worry about Grandma's room. You can't get into Grandma's room without another character there anyway, because it's a second story window. So Bones and Leather. So if he can get back here to Dry Lake, maybe search it. I don't know. Can he do it? There's Leather. He's coming face to face with Franklin. Boy, this is deja vu. 51 years later, or 50 and a half years later. There's the action. That's all we wanted. Was one action. It works out for the best. Here comes Franklin. Now, let's see. If I see a motherfucker in a mask like that, carrying a chainsaw, in some suit that he got from the Goodwill about 1942, I think I'm going to go back this way. 1, 2. Hope to get an action to search and maybe send that son of a bitch back to the killing room. But, you know, he could have pushed him 3 away with the desperation card. Generator has not been searched, remember. Has it? Has not. Bones. Well, let's take a chance. There's quite a few action in here now. Action! We're going to search. The truck will move, blocking that center exit area. And now, top card, Curious. Second card, False Alarm. If you draw a Sawyer family token excluding Leatherface, you may return it to the bag. instead of placing it in the bag on the board. So Franklin, he's getting quite a little collection of stuff over here. And the curious will go right back on top. I'm going to keep false alarm. And now he gets, well, no, he drew an action, didn't he? Because he was there, moved there, drew an action, searched it. Okay, he's done. Here comes Pam. Pam's way over here. She's going to go check out the diner, see who's cooking, or what's cooking. Eyeball in an action. Okay. Eyeball in an action. Maybe she's over there trying to explain to somebody that ain't actually there anymore about Saturn being in retrograde and a House of Commons and Sacagawea and shit like that. But if she can draw an action, she can search. She drew leather. Leather's over here, and he's going to take off after Jerry. Leather does not go through windows. I've never seen him go through a window, so he doesn't do windows. He just goes through the door. Bones. She needs action in order to search. Yeah, he didn't search either. Kirk did. So, all right. He's hot on Jerry's tail. Hot on his tail. One more and he gets one on the board for him. Pictures. When drawn, look at the top card of the search deck. You may choose to move it to the top or bottom of the deck. Move the truck. If you draw 3, draw a search card. Okay. Truck moves, opening up that. We flip up this search card again. It's curious. Again, it's going to the bottom of the deck. There is a card in there that has Leatherface put right back in the killing room, and that is kind of what we're looking for. We're not taking a chance on drawing a third Leatherface and getting a spot taken there. So she is done. Now it's time for Kirk. He's going to use, let's see, he has to draw an action because you get 2 free move actions. You do not get other actions. So here we go. He's going to move. He's going to move because it's much more important to find that last gas can, if he can find it. He does not. He gets the Sawyer family in Bones. So there's 2 spots right here left. With Leatherface hot on their tail behind the house. Leaves 1. It's Bones. He's going to stop right there because he knows Leatherface is right there. Jerry's going to probably do this and try to search that. Boom, boom. Get away from Leather. Got action. Ooh, we got 2 actions right there. That's cool. That's cool. But now he needs an action. He's got to draw anyway, because if you don't, Leather moves as normal. Here goes nothing. Flipping Leatherface. Okay. Now he sees both of them and he's like, ooh, double header. No pun intended. Boom. And that's all they're doing right now. The hell with the search. The hell with the search. Here comes Franklin. And he's going to hightail it on out of here. Well, no, he's going to go there because he's going to search those 2 spots if he gets a chance. If he can get 3 action, he can do that. There's 1. There's Bones. There's Bones. 1 more Bones and the turn's over. Leather. Dun, 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 dun. He comes up. He gets Jerry. Jerry takes a splatter. Now, we're definitely stopping. Well, no, we can't. We can't. We got to keep going because he... Wow. Well, got to keep going. Action. Now we'll stop. So Franklin makes it over here. Not what you want. Pam, she needs to start getting some of this stuff out of the house. So she's going to go 1, 2. There we go. Guess what, folks? It's time to start heading. She needs action. She gets action. She's going to go here. That's going to do it for her. Kirk's going to go over here. And he's going to try to draw an action so he could push Leather 2 spaces away. Bam, bones and bones and bam bones. Shit. All right. He gets Kirk again. This time Kirk can flee 2. 1 more blood splatter and Kirk loses his free turns at the start. Which really will suck because he got the gas. But there is another can of gas out there. Everybody's got 1 item. Action! Oh, ribbity-bee. We're good with that. Here comes Jerry. Remember, if he draws a family token, he can put it back. But he's going to go the opposite way. And we're just looking for actions. We're just looking to move and run and get the hell out of Dodge. There's 1. He's good. So, okay, so he's 3 away from Leather now. Maybe Leather got stuck in some quicksand or something back there. But not for long. Now he's coming after Jerry or Kirk. Looking for an action to surge. Dun-dun. Here comes Grandpa. Old bastard's out in the dining room. Did 60 in 5 minutes one time, my ass. Greatest killer ever lived. Bullshit. There's another Leather. One more. And Kirk he'll take another damage, but he won't be on the hook just yet. Anything but a Leatherface, anything but a Leatherface. Bones, and we'll stop there. Woo-wee. Did I take that? Here. Okay, we'll say we took it. Okay. See what I mean? It's hard to keep track, for me to keep track of who went where. Okay. Franklin's gonna go here. He's here. It's gonna go here, then here. I'll draw one and make sure it's not leather or Kirk screwed. Okay, it's an action. So I'll go right down central. Here comes Pam. 1, 2. All right. 2 action and she's out in the street. 3 and she's back in the van. There's 1. We want to keep going. I think we'll stop right there. We'll gladly take the 1 damage. This next turn she will be in the street. All right. Mr. Kirk is trying to get the hell out of Dodge. Straight line now. Do not draw Leatherface. Can't do it. I saw what it was. It was 2 actions. I can't do that. Bones. He's going to call it with that. Call it good enough. Jerry's going to go, oh boy. It's 3 either way there. But maybe if Franklin gets stuck, he can push Franklin out. One action's all we need. Action, boom, there. Good to go. Here comes Franklin. Franklin has no blood splatters. He is going to, he getting the hell out of Dodge. He needs 1 action to be in the street, 2 actions to be back in the van. Leather. Here comes Leather. He comes around the generator. Bones. Okay. It's good enough. Here comes Miss Pam. Boom, boom. She's back. She still has to draw 1. She still has to draw at least 1. If he, man, woo, I mean, he can get Kirk, but he'll flee 3. It'd probably help. Oh boy. Boom. So 1, 2. Whoa, no. Oh, shoot. 1, 2, 3. Now if Leather gets him, he goes on the hook. Bad deal for Kirk, and it's Bones. Ooh, hey boy, she could have killed her boyfriend. I forgot all about, well, when moving, not drawing. It's her special gift. Okay, so here comes Kirk. He's got 3. Wow. Wow. Well, he don't have much of a choice right now. So here we go. He absolutely has to get in action. Absolutely has to get in action. Bones. Bones don't feed the puppy. Well, it does, kind of, sort of. It does kind of feed the bulldog. There's Leather. Here he comes. Coming down the street with that funky smell. It's not coming from his feet. He ain't no monkey. Neither am I. Here we go. He's in the safe area. He's done. Of course, he could have used a skill or action to push Leather, but why get that close to him? Sorry, I had to yawn. Kinda. Okay, here comes Jerry. We getting a little bit of roadblock right here. 1, 2. Leather's coming for you. 3, 4. The hell with the door. I guess, I don't know. Bad. Never mind. Shut up. Action. He needs 3 action to get to the street. He's got 1 blood splatter. Leather. Bones. Okay. We'll take a blood splatter. Franklin's turn. Luckily, it goes behind the truck, and he's back unscathed. Miraculously enough, the handicap guy's the one that's unscathed. We draw an eyeball. Look at what His Grace has beheld unto me. Oh, wrong show. When drawn, flip over 1 face-down token on the board. Anywhere. All right. That's fantastic. Not that we need anything, but we're going to go right here. And that's pictures. And that is the end of Franklin's turn. Franklin and Pam are both safe. She just has to draw. We have 2 left on the property. Oh boy, oh boy. Bones. That's all she had to do. She's good to go. All right, here comes Kirk. He really... Well, if he doesn't get in action, he's done. The gas can gets dropped right there, and people have to kill. Well, Jerry's right there, so I mean it's. We'll see what happens. 2 action, and he's back at the truck van. He's got 1. Puts him in the street. Kirk might just get out of this. That's 2. Look at that. Now he gets lucky. Boom, boom. He's safe. Now Jerry's the only poor bastard still out there. And he got 1, 2. All he needs is an action, and this one will be over. 1 action. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. We out. All 4 survive. Franklin, Kirk, Pam, and Jerry. They take some damage. They come face to face with Jedediah Sawyer himself. Grandpa comes out of his downstairs somehow and goes to the dining room. Nubbins hasn't made it home yet. And Drayton is still cooking up someone for dinner back at the diner. That is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the board game. That is the second game of what will probably be many, as we have also Final Girl. Quite a few the movies there. We have Escape from New York. We have Halloween. And other things. And you know, on this channel, like I said before, we'll be doing, if we travel, we'll be doing that. We might put video games on here. There's already quite a few of those from the show in Baldur's Gate 3, which was, I'm not a fan of. That's why there's not any more on there. Just miscellaneous random videos, and you know, just having fun with it. I mean, we're not out here to make a living doing this. We're just having some fun and seeing if we can spark the interest of some other people, and seeing if other, you know, maybe connect with people that have some similar interests. But like I said, this has been the Texas Chainsaw Massacre board game, where Drayton and Nubbins did not even come out on the board. Grandpa's left in the dining room. Leatherface, poor Jed, all of his friends ran away. Nobody got hit by the truck. All 3 gas cans were found with the keys. Franklin, Pam, Kirk, Jerry all survived. They face, as they said in 3D, the retard, and survived. And I've tried to figure out a way to get the sheriff involved, but, you know, that might be a bit much. I mean, how are we going to do that? Having come to the property, and if you roll 4, 5, or 6, he takes the person he catches up to into custody. 1, 2, or 3, that person, and he takes blood splatters like everybody else. I don't know, but we'll figure something out, and we'll do that in time. Until the next time we visit the small town of Newt, Texas, Austin, in the Slaughter family, Sawyers. Be good to each other, be good to animals, and most importantly, if you're going out in the country, make sure you have plenty of gas. And if you run out of the gas in the country, do not go onto people's property asking if they get gas. And for God's sakes, do not go into their house if no one answers the damn door. You might end up dinner. Good night, everybody.